What video game is the son playing at the beginning of CSI Season 3, Episode 13? Let's figure it out. I have done over 100 of these figuring out what video game is being played in the background of a movie or TV show scene videos, and this one is easily, hands down, the most obscure, most difficult to track down game I have ever found. This one is so weird, in fact, that literally the only actual gameplay footage I can find anywhere on the internet of this game is from this CSI scene right here. You are currently watching quite possibly the last living remnant of actual gameplay footage that exists of this game. So, what game is it? The most distinguishable element from this gameplay is obviously the gun that's being used. It looks to be shooting some kind of lightning, and this CSI episode came out in January of 2003, and it looks very much like original Xbox or PS2 graphics, so I began searching for PS2 games with a lightning gun, which gave me results for light gun games, which wasn't what I wanted, so I started looking for PS2 games where you use a thunder gun. The most popular result was for the thunder gun from Call of Duty Zombies. Amazing zombies weapon, but again, definitely not what I was looking for. A few pages deep into Google actually gave me a result for a Game Boy Advance dinosaur shooter called A Sound of Thunder, which of course shouldn't have been of any interest to me because the gameplay shown in this scene is clearly not from a Game Boy Advance game, but what caught my eye was the box art of this game. The gun the main character is shooting in the box art for A Sound of Thunder looks pretty similar to the lightning gun the main character is shooting in this scene. So I moved on over to Google Images to get a better look, and I typed in A Sound of Thunder game, and I examined the box art a little closer, and then just the 6th image down, I found this. By some rather indirect means, I had found the game that was being played in this scene from CSI, but I was a bit confused because when I went to YouTube to watch A Sound of Thunder PS2 gameplay so I could match up this gameplay footage in the show, absolutely nothing came up. The only thing that came up were walkthroughs of the Game Boy Advance version of A Sound of Thunder. Come to find out, as I did more research, the kid in this episode of CSI is playing a video game that never came out. This is footage of the canceled PS2 version of A Sound of Thunder. As far as I can find, the only actual gameplay footage of this game that remains on the internet is the 2 glimpses that we get from Season 3, Episode 13 of CSI. The only places I could find any mention of the canceled PS2 and Xbox versions of this game were from this website right here called Unseen64, a website that archives footage and screenshots from canceled video games, and 2 IGN articles from 2002. Douglas C. Perry from IGN seems to be the only verifiable person that played this now non-existent game. Of course, other than this kid that got to play it during this scene from CSI. I have no idea why that's what the kid was playing in this scene, but he was, and we found it. If you know of a scene from a particular movie or show where someone is playing a game but you don't know what game it is they're playing, let me know and I'll figure it out for you.